Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to Geoff's tea test. Now, for a very long time, Geoff has bragged to me that he can tell the difference between a cup of tea that is made in a pot and a cup of tea that is made in just a cup. And it has been an ongoing battle between us as to whether he actually can or not. Behind your back, I'm telling everyone it's obviously impossible, and of course you can't tell.
Yep.
So we've decided to put this to the test. So I shall shortly be making 3 cups of tea for Geoff. 1 made from this delightful tube teapot, and 2 just made as single cups of tea straight from the kettle. We're going to blindfold Geoff using this rather attractive tube tea towel, and we're going to see once and for all if Geoff can actually tell the difference between a pot of tea and a cup of tea.
So you pop that on.
You sure you can't see?
Yeah. And you do your clip.
Hold on. Slightly more complicated than I
That's all right.
thought it would be. How you doing? Removing blindfold.
So you know which one is made in the teapot,
I do.
and I've got to tell you, that one is still swirling round. Is that a clue? Is that the last one you stirred? Let's have a go. Let's try the blue one first. It's okay.
Any thoughts?
I mean, for a tea that you've made, that's quite good. Yellow one. Now that does taste different to the one in that mug. So there is a difference between these two, between the yellow and the blue. So it's a case of what the red one tastes like. That's quite easy, I think. The blue is the one that you've made in the pot.
Are you sure?
It tastes better.
Are you sure?
It tastes better.
What define better?
I don't know. I guess if I was like a wine connoisseur, I'd speak about the palate, the back of my mouth. It kind of there's a more tea feel to it, and I definitely want to drink that one more than the other two. And that is the one that you've made in the pot.
Is that your official response? It's more tea-y.
It's more tea.
Okay.
I'm right, aren't I?
Huh?
I'm right. I'm right, aren't I?
About what? Sorry.
About this one.
The blue one was made in the tea.
Yay!
Damn it!
It works.
No. High five.
Hey, how about that?
Biscuit?
I'd love a biscuit to go with my tea.
Oh.
Thanks very much.
Okay.
Many years ago, Vicky and I once made a video where she tried a tea tasting test on me. Could I tell the difference between tea made in a mug and tea made in a teapot? To this day, tea made in a teapot is still a far better way and a superior way of making tea. However, if you are in a hurry, as we all are in the morning, to make your tea, most people, if you're making just 1 cup, tend to make it in a mug. It's lockdown, there's not a lot to do except make videos at home, and this one is how to make the best cup/mug of tea according to my rules. So I've got some basic rules for you to follow. The first thing, a critical error that some novices do, is when making tea in a mug, is that they put the milk in first. So always put your tea bag into the mug first, milk gets added later. The second most important thing is to bring your kettle to the boil and immediately pour the water onto the tea bag the moment that the kettle has boiled. Don't do the thing that I see people do where they boil the kettle, then wander off, then they come back, and then the water in the kettle has had time to cool down by a degree or two. Tea can only be brewed with boiling water. That is why in, say, like a popular high street coffee chain, coffee only needs to be brewed at slightly less than boiling. So they use only very, very, very hot water to bring out the flavour of a tea, which is why tea never tastes good from a coffee shop. Always boil the kettle and pour the water on the moment it's boiled. Now this one is important, is that it's a subtle but necessary thing, is that when you pour the water from the kettle onto the tea bag, don't get it to the side, you have to get it on the tea bag so that the water actually hits the tea bag itself and starts the brewing process. Don't miss the tea bag as you pour the water into the mug. The next step of things what not to do in order to how to make the perfect cup of tea is never do this. Never have a second mug and think, I know, I can take the first tea bag, pour some water into a second mug, and then transfer the tea bag into the second mug and make 2 teas with 1 tea bag. Please don't do this. So, clean mug, empty mug, no milk, tea bag, in mug, wait for kettle to boil and to click, pour water directly onto tea bag, and then, so important, give it a stir. Get the tea bag spinning in the mug so that the boiling water is now mixing up the tea leaves and getting the tea brewing in the mug. Do not let your tea bag just stand in the mug. Don't do that. Kettle, tea bag. I've run out of tube mugs. I've had to use a non-tube mug. Put tea bag in, pour water on. Stir, and then, and this does come down to personal choice, let it stand. I normally let it stand for about 30 seconds. Hey Google, timer 30 seconds.
All right, 30 seconds, and we're starting now.
Hey Google, stop. And then there's one very final important thing to do. When you remove the tea bag from the mug, sure, you want to catch some of the drips and spills, so you give it a very light squeeze against the edge of the mug, catch some of the drips, and then move the tea bag away. What you should never do, which I see some of my friends do, is this. It's to squeeze the tea bag hard against the side of the mug. Ah! You know what? That's a lot of mugs I've broken, and I'm having to sweep it up. Just assume I broke this one, all right? I do quite fancy a cup of tea now, so this one is being made properly. Mug's not getting smashed. Mug down, tea bag in, kettle boils. Pour water on, directly onto tea bag. Remove the tea bag gently, without giving it a hard squeeze, and then finally, add the milk at the end to your strength, stirring in the milk as you go. Don't just pour the milk and then stir. Stir as you pour till you get the colour that you wish. And that is how to make a perfect cup of tea in a mug. That's it.
You know no one's ever going to make you a cup of tea again.
I know.